Okay, welcome to the Lemurian Collective. I'm Lisa Kay. I'm an intuitive counselor and energy practitioner, among other things. And this month for January, stepping into the new year, January 2025, I'm working on a series of short videos. One is on love. Oh, pardon me. One is on love, one is on career, one is on money, and one is on our spiritual growth for this month. And I'm still kind of testing out this medium to see if I like it. So we'll see how this unfolds, but let's give it a go. So this will be a reading on career for the month of January for the collective. And for those of you that are not familiar, the energy that I tap into around the collective are those of you that identify as light workers, star seeds, Lemurian, Pleiadian. That kind of energy is really tuned in here, tapped in, tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look here. What for this collective can you expect in the month of January 2025 around career? So let's take a look and see what the energies have to say. Ooh, some fun stuff coming out already. Funny. It's a little bit of a resistant energy. Career is such a funny thing, right? Like it's more than how we make a living, but it is certainly oftentimes how we make a living. All right, let's see what the energies are talking about here. Career, work. Give me just a minute to tune into these energies, and I will share the cards with you as well. Ooh, okay. So the first energy we're looking at is owl spirit, wisdom. And this is an energy of the way that I'm reading this energy is really of contemplation. I see some of you at the very beginning of contemplating, yeah, kind of what I was implying before, like this idea of career is very different today. It feels to me, it's very different today than, the idea of career or work, even just 5 or 6 years ago. Today I think we're all more tuned into wanting to have our lives have more meaning in some way, shape, or form. And so we're kind of looking at and evaluating what's in alignment for me. How do I want to use my skills and my gifts? What are my skills and my gifts? What really makes sense to me here? So I'm seeing for some of you, like this is in this time period in the month of January, you're kind of in this contemplative energy around that. Starting to question, wonder, reflect, look upon. Some of you are trying to work out your finances in a way that allows you to take time away or time off of work. Some of you will have that opportunity. Hold on one second. There's a message here for someone. I feel like this is only going to resonate for one or two of you, but it's a very specific message about some of you are receiving very specific guidance. You could call this guidance your inner wisdom. It could be like your guidance, your counsel, your spirit guides, whatever. But you're beginning to receive that energy from kind of this wisdom space. And how you're experiencing that is the question. Ooh, am I having this question about my career and work because of something higher? Like, am I being called into something higher? And it feels like for some of you that you're being guided in this new way. So you're starting to tune into this sense of being guided, which is really, it's a beautiful energy. And the message here is around, learning to, how would I say, it's not actually learning to trust the guidance, but learning to really listen to the guidance and discern and start to really understand what is coming forward for you as you begin to contemplate. We also have this energy of grace. For some of you, maybe just one of you again, but this feels like an energy of like, screw that. I'm leaving this dumb job. I hate these people. I know it's a little extreme, but it's in essence where you discover that the alignment between you and what you're currently doing are so far apart that you literally just cannot stay. So and in this energy, it's not like you're sitting down to reflect and make a choice. Maybe you've been thinking about it for a long time, but suddenly it's like it just comes in a flash, like this just no longer resonates for me. I'm not doing it anymore. Forget it. I'm done. And then you're kind of in the abyss, floating, waiting for the next thing. The message that I get for anyone that this might resonate for, the message that I get for you is like, don't be afraid to float in the abyss, at least for a little while. Because it is in that abyss, in that state of, being untethered, if you will, that the new energy starts to percolate and things will start to occur to you. You will start to see, signs or indicators of what's next and where you need to go. And the biggest message here is that you are, again, right, listening to that inner wisdom, allowing yourself to be guided, but practicing not being too in your head about it. I know, easier said than done, right? Manifesting dreams. In the space of career, some of you are in this beautiful energy of like, pardon me, this beautiful energy. I'm going to call it daydreaming because daydreaming is the beginning of manifesting. And you're starting to like get inspired and captured by, pardon me, I'm just getting over a cold. So excuse me for a second. I had to step away. As I was saying, some of you are in this beautiful energy of cultivating. It's like you're starting to realize the full potential of these daydreams. It's like maybe you've been fantasizing about a particular career path for a really long time. And then all of a sudden, like all these things start to come into focus, and you're like, oh my God, that's an actual possibility. Like I can actually do that. I can actually see this happening. Things are actually coming together. So, this message for those of you that resonates for is like stay on track, like keep daydreaming, keep just being in that energy, and don't worry too much about like trying to make things happen, because that it'll come, right? Things will evolve and it'll come. But this is about really um, allowing those dreams to keep generating that energy, and then watching and appreciating as things come into focus. And then finally, we have this energy of healing. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sitting in the dark here. Yeah, so this energy around healing, I feel like in the space of work and career, this message is twofold. For some of you, actually maybe threefold, right? Some of you are already in the healing profession. I think this came up before. You're already in the healing profession. You're already doing work in this space of healing, helping others to heal. I'm going to pull some clarifiers on that. I also see here for some of you, like you're moving into the healing or helping profession, or maybe you're adapting how you're currently providing that service now, and you're looking at changing it. And then the third energy I see there is like, whether you realize it or not, for some of you, you're actually a healing source of energy for the place that you work. And I see for some of you, it actually takes a lot out of you. It really drains your well-being. So let's look at a clarifier for those people that are already working in the healing space. What do you want them to know about this energy? Oh, wow. Okay. So we have purification and transcending. I see this as a leveling up. That's a term that's been coming up a lot lately. Leveling up. If you're already working in the healing arts in some way, shape, or form, you may be going through some leveling up of your own that is going to allow you to bring more healing to the people that you're working with. And then, Spirit, for those people who are moving into the healing arts as a possible shift, we have miracles, love that card, and prosperity. I read that energy as confirmation. If you've been sitting on the fence about, how am I going to move from one paradigm of work or career into this other paradigm where I'm helping people, I feel like this is just an affirmation of like, you can trust the process, trust the journey. And for those of you that know me, I'm not an impractical person. I believe in miracles. I believe in all that. And I also believe in being practical. So, be practical, but be available to the growth and the miracle and the prosperity that could come through this. So what that means in a practical way is maybe you just start small, maybe you just, start this healing work in a small way while you're transitioning out of your other work, for example. And then let's just see if there's any final messages for the collective related to career and work. That is so funny. These are the two energies that came out, purity and chaos, or AKA pure chaos. Or maybe it's, chaos brings purity, one or the other. It's very interesting. The message that I'm getting here, yeah, it's something I've already said, but it's coming through again. I'll just repeat it, that for most of us, not all, but for most of us, it's not necessary to wipe the slate completely clean and start over again. It's not necessary. We can move into the healing space. We can move into other careers. We can move into other work. And we can do that with some amount of oh my gosh, I can't remember the word. What's the word? Being methodical about it, right? We can be methodical. We don't have to be completely throw all caution to the wind. We don't want to create situations for ourselves that trigger fear and insecurity and anxiety, right? The whole purpose of what we get to do as embodied spirits in this body is we get to integrate those things. We get to integrate the magic and joy and the beauty of life into the practical day-to-day experience. And I feel like that message is coming forward here with regard to work and career. It's like, don't throw to use an old term, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, navigate your way through the steps and find that balance point, find the middle ground. And really also, right, like, this is about tuning into your own inner alignment. That may have nothing to do with what's happening in your career right now. It may have everything to do with, in other words, you don't have to leave your job to find inner alignment. You always have a choice to find inner alignment, regardless of what's happening outside of you. I know. It's not always very helpful. Those things can be so out there, it's sometimes not helpful to hear that. But as always, I believe in choice and I believe in balance. So that's what the messages are today around career and work for January 2025. And I hope there's something in this message for you. I hope there's something that resonates for you. If there's something here that did resonate, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in learning more about me and my work, you're welcome to check out more information in the description box below. Thank you so much. Until next time.